Looking to transform your family game nights? At Perfectly Picked Games, we specialize in family games that bring everyone closer. Our games aren't just fun. Kids and teens will learn how to take turns, develop basic strategy skills, and understand the thrill of winning and grace of losing. With our exclusive gift of games, you can give months of gaming excitement to your family. Choose a 3-month or 6-month gift, and we'll deliver hand-picked family games to your doorstep every month. And here's the best part. Right now, you can use the promo code GOLDENMOJO and receive 20% off your selected plan. Don't miss out on this exclusive offer. Use promo code GOLDENMOJO and save 20% today at Perfectly Picked Games.
Welcome to the United States of Paranormal Podcast. Sit down and buckle up for an enlightening ride through everything cryptid, creepy, and paranormal.
Hello, all of my paranormal freaks out there. It is I, Golden J, and I'm hanging out with
the Rocker Chick
and
Jdubb.
And welcome to the United States of Paranormal.
Woo. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The podcast that you don't tell your friends you listen to because it's so addicting. You just don't want to tell them because you want to keep it all to yourself.
Well, don't. You need to share it.
Tell your friends
everybody
about us.
Please.
Hey, listen, if you don't want to hear any banter, you know the deal. Just look for the timestamp. It's always there. Golden J puts it in there for you so you can skip ahead to the story. And I want to give a shout out to our newest member of Patreon, Gabby.
Woo.
So thank you for joining. We hope you're enjoying the content. And you can tell all your friends to go join the Patreon. It is patreon.com/2sop.
Yeah.
There you go. Anything else exciting going on?
No.
Amazing interview last week with Heidi.
Yes.
Oh my God, guys. Seriously. I was so taken by her stories from the stuff she's done and her personal experiences and everything. I was entranced by it, to be 100% honest.
Yeah, you were.
I was just taking it all in. I got to go back and re-listen to that so I can have her back on to ask more questions, because I'm sure I'm going to have more questions. Lots and lots of them.
Lots and lots.
Yes. Anything else? Starting next episode, we're going to start doing some just some local paranormal news, stuff you find as I do some research and find on the web, just to give you a little extra boost of paranormal to start the episode, so you don't have to listen to our banter. So here's to you keyboard courage-loving bastards out there who love to get on our Apple and just give us negative reviews. Here's to you. I'm drinking water, but it's to you. You know, I love you. Thank you for taking the time to go over and drop our ratings and our stars.
Yeah, you're
and all
number one.
So, on that note, since we don't have a lot of exciting shit, hope everybody's having a happy Thanksgiving, and or had a happy Thanksgiving, and we're looking forward to Christmas. So here we go.
Cheers.
Rocking it out. All right. So, Jdubb has got a nice long story for us today. I was looking over her notes, and man, there's a lot of information coming at you. So, Jdubb?
I don't know if it's a story, but it's a lot.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Ready.
I'm ready.
Hopefully I can talk.
That would be helpful.
The city of Portland is not at a loss when it comes to hidden haunted gems and spooky locations. This town is rich with a cursed history, from tales of ghosts in old theaters to creepy underground tunnels used for much more than transporting goods. If you are interested in learning about the darker side of Portland's past, you should take a closer look at the lore behind the following buildings and establishments, believed to be the most haunted places in the City of Roses, by visiting them. Just be prepared. You might find actual real ghostly encounters on your own. Okay. But they do have ghost tours and stuff. So, what are some of the most haunted places in Portland, you ask?
I do.
You didn't ask, but I asked. You asked. Somebody asked.
Somebody asked.
Here they are. And sorry if I pronounced them wrong. Pittock Mansion is one of the most historic and haunted locations in Portland, where the former owners are said to still linger around their elaborate home. The Shanghai Tunnels. Ooh, we know that one.
Oh, I know all about the Shanghai Tunnels.
Were once passageways for conveniently moving supplies from the docks to businesses in town, but there was also a much darker and sinister side to these tunnels. A popular pizzeria that was once a merchant hotel is now home to the spirit of a tormented young woman who died a tragic death while trying to secure her freedom. So, before we get into this, if you want to learn about the Shanghai Tunnels, you need to go listen to episode 193, because it's a good one.
It was a good one. It was a fun one.
All right, let's get into some of these.
Okay.
It's a long... McMenamis, maybe? White Eagle Saloon and Hotel. Built in 1905, the White Eagle Saloon and Hotel is one of the oldest and most notorious pubs in Portland. Located in the northern part of town, the saloon was originally a popular hangout for Polish immigrants and later became a hotspot for sailors. According to the stories, the saloon was connected to the Shanghai Tunnels. It's how they got many of their supplies, both legally and illegally. As with any saloon, the White Eagle was known for its vicious brawls and was given the nickname Bucket of Blood.
Oh.
But, hold on. It's been said that aside from operating as a typical saloon, the establishment had a darker side where the upstairs was used as a brothel. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah, like a good brothel.
While the basement was home to an opium den. Visitors and employees of the saloon have mentioned seeing apparitions of ghosts at the bar and hearing the strange sound of whispers around them, especially in the basement. Some believe one of the ghosts at the saloon is a former bouncer named Sam, who doesn't want to quit his job even in the afterlife.
That was a good job.
Several people have mentioned seeing him descending the stairs to the basement after closing. There are also tales of a woman named Rose who was a lady of the night. Her spirit shows up occasionally, believed to be looking for a partner to keep her company for eternity. Patrons of the bar and staff members have reported hearing her crying in the basement and seeing her ghost wandering throughout the building.
Well, you know, it was her house. She did do business there.
Yep, she did the kink. North Portland Library Ghost. The North Portland Library has been open since the early 1900s and is still operating today. While no one is certain as to why this library is haunted, there is no doubt that there is something strange lurking in the aisles that is creepier than any horror novel on the shelves. Kind of reminds me of Ghostbusters. There are several tales of strange occurrences happening at the library. Staff and library members have mentioned hearing the sounds of phantom footsteps behind them as they walk along the aisles. People have heard whispering conversations where no one is around. Stacks of books have been known to topple over on their own, and people have seen shadows dart across the room out of the corner of their eye. The most unusual tale from the North Portland Library is a big part of the city's lore. According to the story, staff members were checking their surveillance cameras one night when they noticed a man sitting in a chair in the conference room on the second floor, which was believed to be empty. When one of the staff members went upstairs to investigate, the man was nowhere to be found. When they returned downstairs to view the cameras again, the man was seated in the same chair in the conference room once again. This continued several times, and no one has ever been able to come up with a reasonable explanation or identify who the man was.
Do you think that they would send one guy down and one guy to watch the monitor and be like, no, he's still sitting there, and you're like, no, he's not fucking there.
Unless it's like security and there's one person there.
Right.
Yeah. But then I would be like, okay, tomorrow we're reviewing this with somebody else. Because you can clearly see me on the camera right here.
Or, in that moment, call somebody. It's like, hey, what are you doing right now? Come in. I need you
backup.
To do this.
I need backup.
Yeah. I would think. I don't know. At some point.
All right. The Crystal Ballroom was opened in 1914 in the lavish Pearl District of Portland. It was originally known as the Cotillion Hall. It was used for formal balls until the Great Depression. Afterward, the ballroom went through several owners before it peaked in popularity once again in the 1960s when it capitalized on the new rock and R&B music scene. Legendary artists such as Tina Turner, Marvin Gaye, Jimi Hendrix, and the Grateful Dead all played at this ballroom. However, as local parents grew concerned about their children listening to psychedelic music, the ballroom stopped booking performers and eventually fell into hard times. It wasn't until the 1990s when it was repurchased by McMinimus that it recovered. I just love that word.
Yeah, I know Tina Turner is just psychedelic. I could see where that'd be a problem. Yeah, okay. Big time.
In late 1997, the McMinimus reopened the Crystal Ballroom with an added impressive floating dance floor. Ooh, fancy. They also added a hotel nearby they named the Crystal Hotel, giving those who visited the ballroom the option to stay in town for the night. With its long, diverse history of hosting everything from formal balls to live rock shows in the 1960s, the Crystal Ballroom has an exciting, colorful past, making it believable that a few haunting spirits may linger within the building. One staff member who was cleaning up after closing mentioned seeing the ghosts of a couple dressed in 1920s attire dancing the jitterbug with plenty of energy.
All I can think about is It's a Wonderful Life when they're dancing over top and then the door, the floor opens up.
Yep. Before she could go to alert anyone else, the couple disappeared from her sight. There have also been reports of the sound of leather soles gliding across the dance floor, as well as disembodied voices having lively conversations as if the ballroom is full of spirits who are still enjoying the fun and excitement of the ballroom from decades ago. That reminds me of The Shining when he walks in and everybody's in a party.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
The Lone Fir Cemetery is the oldest burial ground in the city, where many of Portland's earliest residents are buried. The towering trees cast a dark shadow over the pathways, creating the ideal environment for spotting a ghost or two. There are several notable figures and groups of people buried in this space. Dr. James Hawthorne, who was the owner and director of the Oregon Asylum for the Insane, was a kind physician who treated his patients with compassion. He is buried there alongside 185 of his patients from the asylum. Wow.
That's a lot.
There are also at least 2,900 Chinese Americans buried in the southwest corner of the cemetery, many of whose remains were exhumed years later and respectfully returned to their family burial grounds in China. There have been several reports over the years of people experiencing an odd and unsettling sensation while walking through the cemetery at night. Some say they feel as if they are being watched by an unknown presence, while others have mentioned being touched by invisible hands. Some people have reported hearing a woman crying in the distance and the unsettling sound of dismembered voices in a heated argument. Investigators have also recorded many unexplained noises, while others have mentioned feeling the sense that they are not alone while walking along the graveyard paths at night. Oh, I bet Radar would have a heyday in there. Located in the old Merchant Hotel building, Old Town Pizza is well known throughout Portland for more than just its famous pepperoni pizza. For many years, there have been tales of a ghost who haunts the restaurant named Nina, who was murdered at this location over a century ago. Nina is often seen in the dining area wearing a black dress. According to the legend, she was one of the young working women in the town sold into the life of prostitution in the slavery market back in the 1880s. In an attempt to clean up the neighborhood, traveling missionaries asked Nina to share information with them. In exchange, they would help her escape from the lifestyle she didn't choose. She agreed to cooperate with the missionaries, but things didn't go according to plan. And Nina was soon found dead in the Merchant Hotel after being thrown down the elevator shaft.
Oh, jeez.
It's been said that Nina's spirit has never left the building, and her first name is even carved in the brick of the old elevator shaft, which is now the backdrop of one of the booths in the rear of the restaurant. Creepy. Patrons have mentioned hearing faint whispers from a female voice or feeling a light tap on their shoulders while they're enjoying their meals. The ghost tales, paired with the historic atmosphere of the establishment, help create a unique and somewhat eerie dining experience that supernatural enthusiasts who visit the area seem to enjoy. I think I'd rather eat my pizza in peace.
Now, it wasn't Old Town Pizza like the place where you go if you want to do the Shanghai tunnels?
I don't know. Go back.
I'm trying to remember. What episode? What, 193?
193.
I remember Old Town Pizza being something.
I'm pretty sure that's the spot that has the opening for the tours that go into the Shanghai tunnels. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Heathman Hotel has its fair share of ghost tales, making it one of the most haunted places to stay in the area. This hotel opened its doors in 1927 and is believed to be haunted by former guests who died by jumping from the window, particularly in certain guest rooms such as those ending in the number 3.
Oh, yeah.
Including rooms 703, 803, and 1003. Visitors have reported strange happenings. Some say they feel the presence of an invisible force. Others have mentioned waking up to a distinct chill in the air or sensing that someone is standing at the foot of their bed, only to look and see that no one is there.
That would keep you up at night.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But sometimes guests will see a blurry or hazy apparition of a face, eerily staring back at them from the dark corners of their room. Videos taken inside the rooms by paranormal investigators have also revealed something moving in the shadows. Staff and visitors have also reported ghostly behavior such as towels that have been found lying in the bathroom already used, rearranged furniture, and glasses of water going missing or being moved to different locations.
Nothing pisses me off more than somebody using my fucking towel.
Yeah!
Don't use my towel. Go get your own towel. That's my towel.
Yeah.
Now it's used and wet with your ghost sweat. I don't even know.
Ghosts from under cheese.
Yeah. Damn ghost.
The Pittock Mansion is undoubtedly one of the most popular haunted houses in all of Portland. Situated in the West Hills community overlooking the town, this historic mansion was built in 1914 for the newspaper tycoon Henry Pittock and his wife Georgiana. The Pittocks played a significant role in the advancement of Portland, helping to shape the city we know today. Henry was an avid outdoorsman who was one of the founders of the Mazamas Climbing Club, and Georgiana was also an active member of Portland's society, involved in the cultural organizations and charities, including the Ladies' Relief Society. She was also an avid gardener and a founding member of the Portland Rose Society, as well as a founding member of the Portland Rose Festival, which continues to take place today.
What do you suppose the Ladies' Relief Society is? Just curious. I mean, if she was, what'd you say? She was just involved in it, or just involved in that one? That's an interesting.
Yeah, she's involved.
What it means. What does that mean?
It says cultural organizations and charities, including Ladies' Relief. I don't know.
I don't either.
Look it up.
There you go. Let me see what it says. Continue.
This glorious mansion, which is a big part of Portland's history, has 46 rooms, and it's said there is a story behind each one. After Henry and Georgiana died a few years apart, visitors to the mansion began noticing some strange occurrences. Ghostly happenings like hearing phantom footsteps, noticing objects moving on their own, and seeing apparitions of the couple throughout the home were common. The scent of a specific rose that Georgiana was partial to has been noticed at times throughout the home. And some say they have even seen Mrs. Pittock standing in one of the upstairs windows looking down at those passing by.
So did you want to know what it is?
Yeah.
The Ladies' Relief Society is a women's organization of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, founded in 1842.
Johos?
Apparently. It is one of the world's largest women's organizations. There you go.
Okay. Thanks.
Googed it. I Googed it.
Visitors have also reported seeing Henry and Georgiana in the garden walking hand in hand. Oh, sweet.
Oh, they're still in love after all these years.
It's probably residual.
Probably. Love don't go into the afterlife. What are you talking about?
All right. This hotel, founded by timber tycoon Simon Benson, is more than a century old. The Benson Hotel opened its doors in 1913, and according to local lore, some guests who have checked in for an extended stay have yet to check out. It's been said that this luxury hotel has so much more to offer guests than plush furnishings and modern amenities. If you are looking to experience a ghostly encounter, the Benson is the place to be. As the sun sets over Portland, the ghosts come out to haunt the guests. And one of the spirits is the former owner, Simon Benson himself.
Oh.
Many believe that he's stuck around to keep an eye on his prized hotel. He's been seen on the staircase and in the common room, as well as the lower-level business offices, possibly keeping a check on how his former business is doing. He's like, are you staying busy? Productivity!
Get off your phone. Get off your phone.
There is also the ghost of a little boy who hangs around the hotel. This ghost is very playful and will prompt the guests to leave out treats for him. Sounds like Ozzy. The spirit of an old-time hotel porter has also been seen at the hotel, assisting guests to their rooms at night and then disappearing before they have a chance to say thank you. Guests who stay at the Benson have reported strange mishaps with the elevators and feelings if they are being escorted out of the elevator once they arrive on the floor by a pair of mysterious hands. The Hollywood Theater is a grand theater, and it has been part of Portland's history for nearly a century. It has hosted many cinematic blockbusters over the years and also been home to a ghost or two. Perhaps the spirits love to take in a good show because there are several who have stuck around for decades. Ushers have told tales of shadowy figures who make their way silently through the theater's back rows. They'll take a seat, but when you turn to look again, their occupied chairs will be empty. There is also an older gentleman dressed in a vintage suit who is always seated in the balcony, his eyes glued to the screen during every showing. A blonde female ghost has been seen in the upstairs theater, dressed in high heels and nervously pacing the floor while smoking a cigarette. On quiet nights, after the credits have rolled and the lights are still dim, you can sometimes hear her hushed conversations or a very quiet round of applause.
Oh. Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'd like to hear applause. That'd be neat.
That would be, yeah. That would be very cool.
Established in 1994, Hoodoo Antiques and Design was a fixture in Portland's Old Town District, located at 122 Northwest Couch Street, nestled between Voodoo Donut and the Portland Saturday Market.
I like donuts.
I do. The store specialized in a diverse array of vintage and antique items, including mid-century furnishings, nautical artifacts, folk art, and industrial relics. Its eclectic inventory attracted collectors, interior designers, and curious passerbys, all drawn to the unique blend of history and artistry that each piece represented. Over the years, Hoodoo Antiques became known not only for its distinctive merchandise, but also for the mysterious and unexplained occurrences that seem to accompany its treasures. The store's reputation for the supernatural grew as numerous visitors and employees reported eerie experiences. Accounts of shadowy figures, sudden cold spots, and objects moving without explanation became commonplace. One of the most persistent tales involved a portrait of a woman in a lace bonnet whose apparition was said to appear in reflections and even move across the room. These stories contributed to Hoodoo Antiques' status as one of Portland's most haunted locations. Despite its closure in 2025, the legacy of Hoodoo Antiques continues to intrigue those interested in the intersection of history and paranormal. Yeah, shadowy figures, cold spots, objects moving, apparitions, that lady in the bonnet, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a little weird to see it in reflection of pictures and stuff like that, wouldn't it? You like looking over a picture of fucking Moby Dick and all of a sudden she fucking appears in the reflection. That might freak your shit out. Mm-hmm. Damn it.
So I found a little bit on the lady in the bonnet. So I just thought it was interesting. So So the lady in the bonnet, the portrait. Visitors reported that the woman's eyes seemed to follow them across the store, while others claimed to see her apparition floating silently through the aisles. Some employees said the painting would occasionally appear in reflections, such as in glass cabinets or mirrors, even if it was facing away from them. Patrons described feeling sudden chills or a heavy presence near the portrait, and on several occasions, motion sensors were triggered despite no one being nearby. Over time, the lady in the lace bonnet became the focal point of Hoodoo Antiques' haunted reputation. Many claimed that she was tied to the history of one of the antiques, perhaps a long-deceased former owner or someone connected to the store's earlier location. Her presence was described as both sorrowful and vigilant, giving the impression of a spirit who lingered to protect the shop's treasures.
Oh, okay. Once again, when we've talked a lot about this with Bobby's sister, they like to buy the antiques and stuff like that, and that stuff coming into your house, and then you have, what's attached to that is now there, so I can see that if it's a piece. It doesn't even have to be a piece that's on the shelf. It could be a piece that's hidden in an attic or a crawl space or some back panel closet or something like that. I don't know. Crazy to think about that, guys. You go antiquing and you buy something really fucking cool and you bring a ghost home with you. They're like, oh shit.
Yep.
Not cool.
The legend of Joe Bush centers on a phantom said to haunt the historic Sumter Valley Gold Dredge. Workers on the massive floating mining machine first started telling stories of unexplainable noises, tools vanishing, and soggy footprints appearing on dry wooden floors in the 1930s.
Oh, wow.
The most common explanation? Joe Bush! A loyal former worker who, after his untimely death, simply never clocked out. His ghost is said to wander the narrow corridors of the dredge, flickering lights, shifting objects, and offering sudden, chilly drafts to those who ignore his presence or disturb his peace. Constructed in 1935, the Sumter Valley Gold Dredge churned along the Powder River, extracting more than $4 million in gold over 2 decades.
Wow.
Its operation required a skilled crew to keep the enormous gears and buckets working day and night, even through the brutal Oregon winters.
Really? Through the winter, too?
I don't like winter.
Not a fan. Hate it.
The dredge played a vital role in keeping the local economy alive during the Great Depression. At its peak, dozens of laborers welded shovels and wrenches in the machine's cramped quarters, many suffering injuries or worse from the constant hazards.
Mm-hmm.
Miners brought stories with them of hopes, heartbreak, and lives cut short by the relentless demands of mining. Joe Bush, whose real identity is now partly lost to legend, is said to have fallen during an accident with the massive winches or bucket. Following the dredge's retirement in 1954, the machinery sat abandoned for years, attracting curious explorers, history buffs, and increasingly those seeking an encounter with Oregon's most recognized mining ghosts.
Did they do anything with that thing? Did they make it a museum or work anything around it? Or is it still just sitting there?
I think it's just sitting there. Occasionally, visitors spot a wraith-like man in workman's clothes, Joe's uniform, keeping silent vigil or gliding through metal passageways. Yet, no one has ever reported malicious acts or attacks. Many workers even claim Joe is protective, warning them of approaching danger or faulty equipment. Joe Bush's legend thrives because his presence is felt as much in warnings as in mischief. Old-time dredge workers whispered that mechanical failures sometimes signaled Joe's intervention, saving a life or averting catastrophe just in time. Some recount reaching for a tool that just rolled away seconds before a dangerous surge rattled the gears.
Oh, wow.
They say Joe's pranks were rarely cruel. Behind the flickering lights and moving objects, there was a sense of care for the living.
Well, Joe sounds like a pretty cool ghost to have around.
Yeah, they usually see him in, his overalls. They see muddy footprints on, dry wood.
Right.
They sometimes see him working on the machines that aren't running anymore. He's probably pissed off that they're not running. He's like, what? What happened?
I'm out here working on this stuff and it won't crank over. God damn it. The job is endless. It just keeps going and going.
So these locations in Portland, with their haunting tales of tragic deaths and shady secrets, are plagued by dark shadows cast over them that keep the spirits tethered to the events that sealed their fate. But they are just a few of the many spooky places in town that you should check out if you want to experience something truly frightening.
Oh. So what is it about Portland that drives that? Because of the age of the city and all of the things that used to go on there?
Probably, and it's the ports and everything where they had all the... Well, go listen to the episode.
Yeah. Go listen to the Shanghai Tunnels one. You'll hear more about that. But still, though, the area that Portland's in, maybe it has to do with the water and the energy from the water. And like I said, you've had so many people through those ports through all of these years bringing stuff in and out. And maybe this that extra energy. Maybe that's what it's all about. But
yeah.
Seems like there's a lot in Portland.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of close to where the Twilight movies are based out, or books are based out of Forks.
Well, yes, you are correct.
Aliens.
No.
Oh.
Fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
My cousin lives out in Oregon. I think she lives close to Portland, too.
I had a buddy that moved out to that Seattle area, and he didn't stay there very long because the job that he went for wasn't what he thought it was going to be. But he said it's gorgeous out there, and it's it's so cool to wake up and see the mountains and the ocean, and on either side you look east or west, and there you go. And he said it was just pretty amazing. So maybe one of these days we'll get out there.
But isn't it awful rainy there all the time?
Yeah, well, you got to remember the warmth and the cold. They combine in that area, so that you get a lot of moisture and a lot of rain. And that was the whole thing behind Forks in Twilight, that's why they were there, because, vampires sparkle, apparently, in that particular situation. So they were there because of the rain and always cloudy and got a gloomy place. So I know way too much about Twilight. Watch out. I could go some trivia on Twilight. Watch out.
I probably could too.
We'll team up. We'll go against the best of them.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. Good job.
Thanks.
Love me some Portland. Oh, the rocker chick's still here. Hey, how you doing, girl?
I'm here.
She's awful quiet over there.
She's always quiet. She's just a quiet person.
She is. We need to get her more involved in all of this. She just sitting back enjoying the story. She's got her arms up behind her head, just chilling.
Well, it's like when she's telling a story, we just listen.
It's true.
You ask questions, I listen.
It's true. We got to ask questions.
Well, and everybody wants to hear her voice, so.
I know. I need to get her on some sort of Audible app where she reads a book to somebody.
There you go.
Yeah. Make millions. There you go. All right, guys. Thank you for checking out the United States of Paranormal podcast. Go check out our Facebook page, our Patreon, our website.
Go get some merch.
Go buy some merch. UnitedStatesParanormal.com.
Look, for our Patreon people.
Look at that. If you're watching on Patreon, Jdubb is wearing her other side hoodie. Look at how her...
Sparkly.
Okay, Gabby, I hope you're enjoying this shot. Welcome to our Patreon, because there's Jdubb's boobs.
They're little. They won't go anywhere.
That purple and that design pop so well.
I love it.
That was a great choice. Your guys' Camptober tank tops looked amazing too.
Yeah.
So that color with that logo was pretty awesome. So
You're welcome.
yeah, go check it out at UnitedStatesParanormal.com. Up until the end of the year, you can still get your Camptober. Help me out here. Got to sell some of that Camptober merch. Get out there and enjoy it. All right, guys. Until next week, keep it spooky, and I'll see you on the other side.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the United States of Paranormal podcast. Check us out at theunitedstatesofparanormal.com, where you can find our Spotlight of the Month, Fan of the Month, and all of our amazing merchandise. Or you can find us on social media at Facebook at the United States of Paranormal, Instagram at the United States of Paranormal, and YouTube at the United States of Paranormal 1795. And don't forget, we are now on Patreon. Just go to patreon.com/2sop.
Please check out the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment Network of podcasts. Golden 80s, Indiana Chiefs Fans, Gridiron Kings, Murd Nerds, The Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys, wherever you stream your favorite podcasts.
And if you have a location or a story that you would like for us to check into, please email us at the United States of Paranormal @gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen. Thank you for all of your support. Bye.